Hello everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Yu-Gi-Oh! 5D Stardust Accelerator. In the last part, we defeated Sakizato. I think that was his name. Is that your name? Sakizato? Sekizato. That one. Defeated that guy, and then lost to this guy. So in this part, we're going to duel this guy again to get a rematch and hopefully a win. I've already duelled with this guy once and lost again because Batteryman decks are actually reasonably tricky to work with, to play against as a Monarch deck, because Monarchs the average Monarch's deck's strength is keeping creatures on the field. Oh, not strict. Its main objective is keeping creatures on the field, or getting creatures on the field quickly, and then sacrificing them for strong monsters. The problem is that the strongest monsters in the average Monarch deck are 2400 attack, which isn't as strong as the strongest Batteryman monsters that can be summoned in one turn. I'm activating the Gillosaurus' special ability, allowing me to special summon it from my hand. Then I'm going to tribute Gillosaurus to summon Mobius the Frost Monarch in attack mode. And Mobius' special ability allows me to destroy up to 2 spell and trap cards on the field. So I destroyed, what was that? Quick Charger, add 2 level 4 or lower Batteryman monsters from your graveyard to your hand, and Portable Battery Pack. Select 2 Batteryman monsters from your graveyard and special summon in their attack position. This card removed. So it's basically a double Call of the Haunted and a double and like a level 4 version of Dark Factory. Those are pretty good cards, considering. Yeah, those are pretty good cards. The only problem with them, of course, being that they are very specialized. Nobleman of Crossout allows me to remove from play your face-down monster, as well as all copies of it if it has a flip effect. So your Batteryman microcell, as well as all 2 other Batteryman microcells in your deck, are now removed from play. Mobius can attack you directly because you have an open field. Made open entirely by me. I am my turn. Hopefully this goes better than the last game. Because the last game went okay. You didn't see it, of course. It went okay up until the point when he managed to summon Batteryman Industrial Strength twice. Mega Bunny in defense mode. Because why not? Now, Mobius, direct attack. Punch in the face. Goodbye. I will end my turn there. This is a fast duel, or so far. It's a very fast and very easy duel because this guy hasn't got anything to counter any of my Monarchs right now. I don't even need to prevent this attack. In fact, I'd prefer if the attack actually happened, because Mecha Bunny's special ability allows me to damage him for 500 points of damage. So, and then I am allowed to summon another copy of it from my deck. So not only am I dealing you damage, I'm also profiting in terms of I'm not only dealing you damage, but I'm also winning in other ways as well. I flip summon a Mecha Bunny and into attack mode, dealing you 500 more damage. And now I'm going to tribute my Mecha Bunny for another copy of Mobius the Frost Monarch, which of course will allow me to destroy up to 2 spell and trap cards on the field. I'm not interested in destroying my own trap card. Bottomless Trap Hole is actually perfectly reasonable in this situation. However, I have now removed it. Oh well. Mobius attack Thunder King. Seems all of my duels end up like this with the Monarch deck. Either I like completely roll over them because they're forced to play defensive from the first turn due to me being so very rush, like due to me being very easily due to it being very easy for me to rush them, or they manage to get a monster with more than 2400 attack points, and then they crush me because I don't have any monsters to deal with that. You know? Either that, or I get an awful hand and don't manage to summon a single thing, and they squash me easily. The deck definitely needs work in terms of. Oh yeah, there was an item over here, wasn't there? Yeah, of course. So, the deck definitely needs work. No, I don't want to do that. Thank you. It definitely needs work in terms of like. In terms of synergy, in terms of working on like actual like the yes, I want to duel you. I don't even know who you are, I just want to duel because you're here and I might as well. But yeah, the deck needs something to deal with those high powered cards. Basically it needs more monster removal is what I'm saying. It needs something to deal with single monsters, because it has plenty of spell and trap removal. We look at Destruction Jammer here, and then of course there's the always perfectly reasonable Mobius, Draining Shield. Yeah, that'll do. But it doesn't have the only really good monster removal I have in this deck is Zaborg. That's basically it. Which is kind of not good enough. It's kind of really not very good at all. And now, thanks to you destroying Mecha Bunny, I'm dealing you 500 points of damage, and it's your first turn. Nice going, buddy. And then I can summon another from my deck, right, with Mecha Bunny's special ability, thus keeping a monster on the field. Yeah, so this guy clearly has a water attribute deck, or possibly a fish type deck. Probably water attribute, judging by... the Abyss is aqua. It could be... not fish. Aqua type. It could be water attribute, or it could be aqua type. But considering Abyss Soldier works with water type water attribute monsters, probably attribute. Anyway... I'm going to tribute my... I should have flipped it, but oh well. I'm going to tribute Mecha Bunny to summon Mobius the Frost Monarch. Mobius' special ability allows me to destroy up to 2 spell and trap cards on the field. So one of yours is a Mystical Space Typhoon, which destroys my Draining Shield. And the other was... what was that? That was a Tornado Wall. That makes sense. Umi, or possibly... Legendary Ocean. Yeah, so it's a good move. Unfortunately, it isn't good enough because I can destroy your Abyss Soldier very easily because I have a level 6. I have a level 6 with 2400 attack points, and it's my second turn. I end my turn, and you have a completely bare field because that's the power of the Monarch. There are a few. There are quite a few decks that can react to Monarchs fast enough. Batteryman is clearly one of them, as it is focused. Like swarm decks, like decks that are focused on swarming, are very good at countering this swarm-heavy Monarch deck, because of the fact that they can summon multiple monsters quickly, and as a result, single Monarch can't deal with loads of monsters at the same time. Also, what are you? What are you? Ice Blast User Rice. This card cannot be destroyed by battle with any level 4 or higher monster. Blimey. Didn't see that one coming. well, I'm just going to have to take advantage of that Nibble Monga with that, I guess. I'm fine with this. It's not great, but hey, it's only lost me one turn. It's fine. I can deal with this pretty easily because I have lots of low-level monsters. Okay, so this guy has Warrior of Atlantis, which means Legendary Ocean. It's a Legendary Ocean water attribute deck, clearly. It makes sense. There's Legendary Ocean, of course. I don't care about that. Legendary Ocean reduces the level of water monsters on the field by 1, as well as boosting their stats by 200. You are going to use your special ability to send my Mobius back to my hand. Mobius's level is reduced by this as well. Not enough to help me, but enough to... yeah, not enough to help me, but, you know. Okay, so return a card, therefore flipping the card face down will not help. Unfortunately. Okay, let's see. Flip a face-up monster on the field in a face-down defense position. I don't need that right now. Okay, Nimble Monga's special ability activates, giving me 1,000 life points, and then setting 2 copies of Nimble Monga from my deck onto the field in defense mode. I am in fact going to activate Book of Moon now, which allows me to flip your monster into face down defense position, preventing your attack. And now I draw. Now what should I do? I could do this, which would... I could summon Grandmog, which would just destroy the face-down monster outright, because it's face-down now. Or I could summon Mobius and destroy the Legendary Ocean, and thus reduce the stats of his monsters. That's probably better, because it means that the monsters are destroyed, but also it means that his field spell is destroyed as well. Mobius the Frost Monarch, special ability, allows me to destroy up to 2 spell and trap cards on the field. I will not destroy my own. So, your Legendary Ocean is now gone, reducing your monster's attack points by 200 and defense points, and upping their level by 1. Now I shall flip summon my other copy of Nimble Monga into attack position. I will play Threatening Roar face down. You don't know that, of course. Other player does not know this. Nimble Monga will attack your face down, which of course it cannot. It can destroy because it is lower than level 4, and Mobius will destroy Abyss Soldier again for 600 more points of damage. I have plenty to deal with attacks. And by plenty I mean a card, a single card, to prevent 1 round's worth of attacks. Salvage, huh? Oh god, this is got a Nightmare Penguin. Freaking Nightmare Penguin is so annoying. He doesn't, however, have any monsters to attack mine, so it's kind of okay. Now, this is a tricky decision to make. I should have activated my Threatening Roar even if he didn't want to attack. It would have allowed me to special summon my Materia Rock. Now, if this is a... actually, it doesn't matter what it is, because I can get rid of it now. I'm sacrificing my Nimble Monga to summon Grandmog, the Rock Monarch, in attack mode. And when Grandmog is summoned, tribute summoned, I can use it to destroy a face-down card on the field, which I will use to destroy your monster. See, if I'd attacked with... if I had attacked that monster with Mobius, it would have survived, meaning that I would have had to attack it with words. Which means I would have had to attack it with Nimble Moonga, and that would have wasted Mobius's attack. On the other hand, if I'd attacked it with Nimble Moonga and it hadn't been Rice, it had instead been Nightmare Penguin, then it would have forced Mobius back into the hand. This way, however, didn't matter because no one had to attack it anyway, thus leaving me to inflict 4,800 points of damage to you directly, because I'm good at this. Apparently I'm pretty good at this. I like having a feeling that I'm actually good at something. It's quite nice. Come on, come on, come on. Okay, he's playing defensive now. He's on the defensive. I have a way to deal with pretty much... Well, no, actually, I don't have a way to deal with Leviathan Daedalus, for example. But I have a reasonable chance of having an idea of what to do in situations. Kribons is my attacker. Mobius attacked the face-down monster. That's a Mirror Force, which I'm going to counter with Destruction Jammer. I'm discarding my Naturia Rock from my hand to cancel out your Mirror Force and destroy it, thus allowing me to attack that Nightmare Penguin. And of course it will be a Nightmare Penguin. Its special ability forces my monster back into my hand. I'm not in the least bit surprised that something like this happened, which is why I'm going to attack you directly with Kribons. I end my turn. You have 300 life points left. I have 2 monsters, and you are out of ideas. Even your Nightmare Penguin shenanigans and Mirror Force failed to stop me. I'm afraid you're out. Goodbye. Mobius, direct attack! Well, that was fun, wasn't it? I'm going to have to cut the video here because we're going over the time limit, the self-imposed time limit that I impose upon myself of 15 minutes. I've already crossed, obviously. Don't worry, nothing wrong with your dueling style. I'm just better. No. There's nothing wrong with your dueling style. I just have a deck that completely... Hi, Mirror Force. I like that a lot. So, I just have a deck that is completely geared towards stopping decks like yours, basically. So, yeah. I'll see you guys next time when we duel someone else. Possibly. Probably. We duel someone else in this area. Probably someone else on that, like, pier area. So, I'll see you guys then. Goodbye, everybody.